Okay, I'm gonna try to record a video on my laptop because my other computer's not working and my camera's not working, so I hope this comes out okay. So, in light of some recent things that happened in my city, I think it's important for me to make this video because I know that people can get really bogged down with so many things that are happening around us right now, and that they're really negative, and that we're kind of in a really shitty place right now in terms of like happenings and things that are happening in various cities around the world, various places. And I'm here to tell you, and obviously I know some people are going to be impacted differently than other people, but I'm here to tell you that we need to counteract those happenings with more positivity. There's so much negativity happening because there's negative energy just being pumped out there constantly, like constantly. It's just being shoveled everywhere. So much negativity, and it's that energy is coming from us. It's coming from us, directly from us. And I'm not saying obviously that like we're the cause of things happening, but kind of indirectly we are the cause of that because there's such a disconnect. There's such a disconnect in people right now. Like we're not connected to ourselves, our soul, or any of that spiritually. We are not connected. There's so much disconnect. And you think that we are in a good place and we have so much advancement and so much, all these things. We get things like so quickly, so easily. Everything is so readily available and accessible. Yet we have some of the most unhappy people right now. People are not satisfied. And the problem is that as long as people are putting their happiness, are signing their happiness to external things, they're never going to attain happiness, true joy. They're not going to attain that. They're just not. If you've ever studied philosophy and the sevenfold constitution, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about, and you will not find true fulfillment or joy in your life because of that, because you cannot assign happiness to anything external. You have to assign it to something internal, because as long as you assign it to anything external, it can be taken away from you. But you have to hold happiness within you, and that way it cannot be taken away from you no matter what. Obviously, you're going to have pain and grief in your life and things that are going to happen that are not very good, but you're going to have the tools to deal with that because you have that strength and that happiness inside of you, and you can do that. You can, trust me. So here's the thing. Because there's this disconnect and people are not navigating through this authentic self, there's all this, like, think of it as like angry drivers on the road, and everyone's like going like, pretty like, it's very chaotic on the road. People are honking and swearing and saying, move it, get the hell out of the way, and all this kind of stuff. Think of it that way. Like you're just in it for yourself. I need to get there. I don't give a crap about anybody around me. I need to get there. So it's just a really bad traffic jam. That's kind of like the state of the world right now. It's really, really, really bad traffic jam. So what's happening? That's what's happening because of the disconnect. But when you have your connection, you feel more at peace, you're more calm, and you can navigate. But you can't navigate if you're that person. If everybody else is chaos, you're going to be in the traffic jam. So what do? You have to learn how to navigate your own self so that you cannot react when you're in that traffic jam. Because what happens is everything is energy, and it's like a domino effect, and you're affecting other people. So if you're negative and you swear at the next person, then that person's day is going to be impacted by that, and so on and so forth. So this is like going on and on, but it's important. My point is, when something really negative or bad happens, what's the first thing that people do? Like if there's a shooting, for instance, like in my city, people go and share the video of the shooting, like all over Facebook and social media. What purpose does that serve? Does that serve any purpose? Is it helping anyone? Is it something good? No, it's none of those things. So why do you share it? And that's basically a principle, those three principles you should follow um, with everything in life. Don't share it if it's not good, if it's not positive. Are you helping someone? Are you helping something, a situation? No, don't share it then. So you're actually creating a ripple. You're creating another ripple, another negative ripple out there by sharing that video, by sharing a video of someone shooting up a place. Why do you need to share that? There's absolutely no reason for you to share that. Don't share it. It's as simple as that. Share something happy instead. Share something wonderful. Share something beautiful. Cause a different kind of ripple. Cause a beautiful ripple. If you see someone and someone pays you a compliment and someone says something nice to you, how does that affect your day as opposed to someone swearing at you in the car in a traffic jam? It affects your day in a different way. So everything is energy and everything affects us. So when negative things happen, I can understand feeling sadness and grief, but have the tools within you to deal with that. And we need to come out stronger and we need to share positivity to counteract that negativity. Because if we just all get caught up in that, then what we're doing is really sending not just a ripple, but we're sending huge waves of more negativity than energy. Everything is energy, and you're energetically sending more ripples of negativity. And so there's many things you can do to help be more positive. This video isn't about that. I've done other videos about things like that, and I could probably make some more videos about how to be positive. But I really wanted to talk about this because it's something really, really important, and it's something that isn't being talked about right now. And one of the other analogies I like to use, I don't know if you've seen Elf before with Will Ferrell. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies. And if you watch Elf, there's a scene where Santa Claus crashes in Central Park in New York City, and he can't get the. He's been using an engine to fly the sleigh because there's not enough Christmas energy or whatever. So Christmas spirit, and so there's one point where like everyone's so negative. The clausometer, that's what it's called, the meter that shows how much Christmas cheer there is. The clausometer goes to 0, which means the sleigh is not flying at all. And then Will Ferrell, or Buddy the elf, is to say that the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. So if you've watched the movie, I'm sorry, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but at the end of the movie, his stepbrother says to everyone the best way, is it the brother? No, it's not the stepbrother. The girlfriend, sorry. Zoe Deschanel, I forget her name right now in the movie, but she has to sing. She repeats the phrase, the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. So she starts singing. So everyone starts singing. So when everyone starts singing in unison, the clausometer meter goes up. It goes all the way up, and the sleigh can fly. Okay, so why am I saying this stupid analogy? Okay, so it's not a stupid analogy. It's a great analogy, and I love it. It's really cute and awesome. And the whole point of this analogy is that energy works the same way. It works the same way. Our energy affects everything. It's all like everything is energy around us, literally everything. And with waves and ripples, it affects everything. So the same way Christmas cheer can make us leave. Obviously, it's a fictional movie, but the same idea of how the happiness can lift it up. It's the same idea with us. Our positivity can lift up moods, can literally lift up the vibration. It can lift up the vibration of our surroundings, of ourselves, of our home, our workplace, our cities, the planet. It can raise the vibration all around us. And it'll be a domino effect. Obviously, sometimes, and you know this is true. Just think about like when you're at work or in a home, at home, or you're with somebody, and there's that person who is super, super negative all the time, super negative. And what happens when you come in contact with them? It just like immediately brings you down, and it's just like such a drag. It just drags you down. And energy, that's how energy works. Everyone, we all have our own energy, and everybody has their own energy. So what I mean by not letting it get to us is that we can't change those things that are happening around us. Unfortunately, we can't. It would be really nice if we can, but we can change ourselves. That's the one thing we can change. And the impact that we can have by changing ourselves is far greater than you can even imagine. It is far greater than anything you can imagine, because it is in leading by example and changing your perception, not perception, but your changing how you react, how you act, how you go about your daily lives, your thoughts, your just everything that you do in your life, just the way you live. Changing all those things in your life, that will be now your vibrational pattern. That'll be your energy that now you are, if you're like sitting there with a little Morse code thingy and you're beep, 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 now your energy that you're sending out is a higher vibration. It's more positive. What does that do? That's going to affect the other people around you. And maybe theirs is going to be a little bit more positive. Maybe you'll inspire someone else to be happy. My point is, more people that are sending out higher frequencies and higher vibrations and higher love and light is going to affect everything around us. So it is in changing yourself that you actually affect change around you. That is the only way. You can't do anything else about anything around you. You can't do anything about that person beside you who sucks. Trust me, I've tried. You can't do anything about a really uncomfortable, shitty workplace sometimes. Or sometimes there's things we can't do anything about. And we have to learn how to react or how to block it out or something. But we can change, we can basically control how we decide how we're going to react and how we're going to feel. And my cats are murdering each other right now. Hey, sorry. But we have a lot of control over ourselves and our thoughts and the frequency that we choose that we're going to put out in the world. So what frequency are you putting out? And the reason why this is so important is because there seems to be an increase in all these really negative things happening right now. And I know that there's a lot of negative feelings in people as of late. Like there's a lot of people feeling really shitty about things. People feeling very lost and confused and disconnected, unhappy, unsatisfied, unfulfilled. The list can go on. And if you can relate to this, then you'll know exactly where I'm coming from with this video. But because of that, it's just sending more ripples of that frequency and that vibration out into the world. And so there's just this burst. There's like an increase of all this negativity happening right now, but there's positivity too. They're in little spurts all around us, if you can see it. And they're there. Trust me, they're there. There's a lot of beautiful, good things around us as well. Just focus on them and focus on yourself and how you can change yourself and how you can change your frequency and your vibration to counteract all those really shitty garbage things that are happening right now. And it is in that way that we can combat like all the negativity that's happening right now. And I know it might sound idealistic, but it's not really, because that's just how energy works. That's just how it works. That's just the way it is. That's how it is. So all you got to do is find a way to work on yourself. And it has nothing to do with even because you want to like save the world or anything. It actually affects your own peace and your own state of mind, because you actually get to experience joy in its true form. and that fullness of it. And it's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling, and everyone should be able to experience it. Unfortunately, people are not given the tools on how to get to that state. We're not. We're just put into the system of like, do this, 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 and all these different steps, and going to school and work and blah, 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 and do all these things. And you're not given the tools to really connect with yourself and grow, because we live in a capitalist society, and that's not what the objective is for them. That's not the objective. The objective is to be an obedient civil servant and to buy things, to buy a lot of things, external things that will make you happy. But none of those external things are ever going to make you happy. So focus inward. Go inward. I know you feel like you're missing something and that you feel incomplete and unfulfilled, and there's got to be something more out there, right? There is. There's so much more. So go look for it. But don't look for it out there, because it's not out there. It's inside of you, and it's always been there. So go look for it inside, and let's counteract all this negative stuff with positivity. Let's crank that volume up really, 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 really high, because I have faith in myself and I have faith in everyone else too. I really do. And I think that humans are good, compassionate people, and that we just weren't given the tools to do so or to learn. And so I'm here to give you those tools and to tell you and to spread the news and the message. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful day. I hope this video came out okay. And that's all. Lots of beautiful love and light to all of you. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day.